It's peaceful as always. This small countryside town where only local trains run. I work as a station attendant. My name's Koki Okumura. The Lovekoi Seaside Railway that runs in this town has less customers every year. There are talks of shutting it down. I want to keep this railway alive somehow. But what could a mere station attendant do? I watched the train until I couldn't see it anymore. Let's clean up a little. Huh? That's... A woman who didn't get on the train from earlier was squatting on the platform. I thought she came to see someone off, but... The next train is in an hour. I was worried, so I spoke to her. Are you okay? Wait, are you... The woman was someone I knew very well. Minori?
Huh? Kokun? Why?
Oh, I work here, so... Why are you crying? Her name was Minori Amemiya, my classmate and childhood friend. She was the only daughter of a famous goods shop in this town. Why was that person crying like this shamelessly without worrying about other people? Well, I was the only other people there, but...
Sorry. I'm being a nuisance.
No, you're not. So stay here until you calm down. The next train comes in an hour, so no one will come by.
Kokun. Thank you.
From there, Minori cried audibly. I could only stay by her side and rub her back. Oh, I can't find anything good to say. How shameful. I felt powerless. Minori started to talk as she calmed down.
I had a partner that I was supposed to marry, but... Just now, he got on the train and left. With my best friend, Mahoro.
Her best friend was also my classmate, Mahoro Nagatsuma. The two of them had been close for a long time.
He cheated. I was betrayed by my best friend. I don't know what to do anymore.
I can't believe she would. That's... I couldn't say anything to Minori, who started crying again, and I silently continued to sit next to her. In my memories, Minori and Mahoro were always together all throughout their school days.
Minori! Can you show me your homework? Again? You can't, Mahoro. I'll teach you, so let's do it together. Yay! Love you, Minori!
I strongly remember the two of them laughing all the time.
Mahoro, let's start a store together in the future. Great idea! It should be fun if it's with you. It's gotta be a good shop. Let's protect my grandma's good shop forever. Mahoro, yeah, thanks. We can definitely do it together.
They both had a dream. That was to take over Minori's family goods shop and continue it together. It was a dream that was founded on trust. This morning, I had run into Mahoro before I ran into Minori. That was a little before I found Minori, before the train left with Mahoro and the man on it. Wait, Mahoro! Long time no see! Are you going somewhere?
Koki? Oh, that's right. You're working as a station attendant here.
Suddenly, Mahoro started talking to me as if I was a stranger and looked at me with cold eyes.
You know Minori, right? I want you to give this to her if you see her.
It was a hair accessory with a beautiful stone on it. It was wrapped in a handkerchief. Huh? Is this Minori's? But I haven't seen Minori in a long time.
You'll see her soon. Then, good luck, Mr. Attendant!
Mahoro gave me the hair accessory. With that, she and the man headed to the train platforms. As I listened to Minori's story, I struggle with whether I should give that hair accessory to her. What that hair accessory means, I still don't know. I might end up hurting Minori even more. But it's not right that I keep it. Minori, actually, I talked to Mahoro before I saw you.
Huh?
She wanted me to give this to you.
I see. I see.
Is this yours?
This? We both had the same one for a long time. Since she gave it back. That's what that means. That she's not my friend anymore.
That's not it. I can't say something like that. I still couldn't say anything as I took Minori to her house.
Grandma, I'm back. Sorry I'm late.
When we got to Minori's house, Granny Kinue was in front of the house. She seemed to have been waiting for Minori's return.
Minori-chan, I'm glad you were okay. I'm sorry I worried you, Grandma. I'm okay if you were with Kokun. Kokun, thank you for bringing Minori.
Oh, stop! It's nothing, Granny Kinue. After that, I was invited by Granny Kinue to eat dinner before I go, so we sat around the table.
Oh my, that's what happened?
Minori revealed what happened today with tears in her eyes. I just listened to her silently.
I see. Mahoro-chan left, huh?
Even in this situation, Granny Kinue and Minori don't blame Mahoro. Mahoro was that loved by the two of them.
Now you must be having a hard time losing your friend and partner at the same time, Minori-chan. Cry your heart out. Grandma, you're such a good girl. You're okay. Happiness will find you.
Granny's warm and kind words. Unlike me who couldn't say anything, those words softly enveloped Minori.
Kokun, please watch over my Minori.
Of course. If there's anything I can do, I'll do it, Granny.
Is that so? Thank you. For starters, let's stick a few of our hair accessories in your head.
Wait a sec, Granny. Wait, why?
I'm looking for a place to put my feelings, Kokun. Now lower your head.
Not my heart by my head? I'm scared. I'm scared. Granny had been broken. The sun came up on a terrifying night, and the day starts. Tsuyoshi-san, who works at the farm, passed by the station carrying a box full of vegetables. A typical morning. Good morning, Koki! Huh? You've got a thing in your hair. That's stylish. It's painfully stylish. How about you try it on? Nah, I'll pass. This morning, I just picked out a cabbagey lady. What kind of a farm is that?
Kokun, good morning.
Minori, good morning. What are you doing here this early?
I have a favor to ask you. I want to help out at the station all day today. Of course, I won't get in the way, so can I?
I don't have any reason to refuse. If Minori will feel better. I nodded.
Mahoro, she might come back, so will I be laughed at if I say this? Thank you for your service.
Thank you, young lady. Near the end of the day, Minori was greeting the customers naturally. She looked like she was having fun, and I watched over Minori with a smile.
This is nice.
Huh? What's up?
While I was here, all kinds of people got on the train to go on a trip or come to this town. Their encounters and goodbyes and departures too. I was thinking that the station is a lovely place.
You can meet all kinds of people. That was part of the charm of a station. I'm happy that Minori was able to feel the same way.
So I understand why Kokun is so kind.
Minori smiled at me kindly, and I was happy. My heart filled up with warmth. Minori came to help out at the station more often. One day...
Oh yeah! Do you want to do an event at the station? An event that the townspeople and the people who visit this town can enjoy.
In her time at the station, she realized that local railways don't get a lot of business. That's good! It'll be good for the town, and I think they'll enjoy it. I brought this idea to the rail company. We got the green light and decided to hold the event. The day of the event.
Good morning, Kokun. Can I help with something?
When I looked, Minori was there in a kimono that matched the goods shop. She had a beautiful hair accessory in her hair. Whoa, Minori, you look different. It's great. You look good.
Really? Thank you. I wear this when I work at the goods shop.
When I see women like this, I'm grateful that I was born in Japan. We're okay over here, so can you go help Tsuyoshi-kun's booth?
Serena-san's place. Got it. I'll go. See you.
Yeah, see ya. There was a reason I had Minori go help somewhere else. Okay, now seems good. I stopped working and headed to Granny Kinue's place. Granny? Do you have a second? I hastily called to Granny Kinue, who was talking to Granny Yoshie from this town.
What do you need, Kokun?
Granny, I have a favor to ask.
My.
I was smiled at by the ladies who had sensed something. I awkwardly scratched my head. The fun time went by in a flash, and it was nearing the end of the event.
Kokun, good work. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
It's all thanks to your idea. Thank you. The event was a huge success. The rail company had a good feeling about today's event too. From now on, I want to think of more ways to protect this railway. Thank you, Minori. Thinking about the future of the railway, we gazed at the event space. But suddenly, my hand was pulled.
Kokun. I developed feelings for you, Kokun.
What?
You rubbed my back and didn't say anything when I was crying. As a station attendant, you're kind and warm to the people and the town. I like you for that.
I learned Minori's feelings, and I thought I should tell her mine too. Minori, thank you. Will you take this?
My hair accessory. Why?
I wanted to give you a present. I just chose it.
Huh? Earlier? I didn't realize.
While you were helping out Serena-san, I went and bought it secretly. Minori, I think you have a lot of hair accessories, but will you accept it?
Kokun.
Let's go back in time a little bit. When I went to choose a hair accessory, Granny, I want to buy a hair accessory. Is that okay?
Of course. What? You want me to stick one in your head again?
No! There's someone I want to give it to.
I know. You're going to give it to Minori-chan, right? In the Edo period, there was a meaning behind gifting a hair accessory.
Meaning?
I will protect you. Was it?
Oh, I see. Okay. Then I definitely want to give her a hair accessory.
Oh, you're a man now, huh, Kokun?
I chose a gift to a woman for the first time as Granny watched me happily. I saw you crying that day, and I knew I wanted to help you. You must have been having a hard time, but you would smile at me. I thought you were lovely. I had fallen for you. We've been together since we were young, but this is the first time I felt this way. I like you too. Please let me protect you.
Kokun, I'm happy. Thank you.
I put the hair accessory in Minori's hair with awkward hands. It sparkled in the afternoon sunset. From then on, I wanted to help the two as much as I could, so I showed up on the weekends. This good shop was run by Granny and Minori. There were no men involved. Good morning, Minori, Granny.
Morning, Koki. Thank you for coming every weekend.
It's okay. Let me know if there's anything I can do, like carrying heavy stuff.
Thank you, Kokun.
Your hair is lovely today, Minori.
Thank you. It's perfect for the hair accessory you gave me, right?
Minori wore the accessory I gave her every day. And next to it, there was the hair accessory that Mahoru gave back to her that day. That hair accessory looks good on you too.
Thanks,
Oh, Minori. Long time no see. I wanted to see you.
You! Why are you here?
The man suddenly appeared in the store. I knew this man. This man was with Mahoru that day. It was Minori's ex-fiancee.
Minori, I'll get back together with you. Marry me.
What are you?
Hey, you. What happened to that girl? Mahoru, what happened?
Oh, that girl? I guess she was tricking me or something. She said she was the daughter of a super rich family and to choose her. But when I dug deeper, she's just some poor girl. Huh, I can't deal.
What is this guy saying? Mahoru's poor, so he has no use for her? And why did Mahoru lie to this guy that she's the daughter of some rich family?
You're the worst! You. Because I'm the daughter here. You approached me because I'm Grandma's granddaughter?
You really didn't realize. That's right. I'm only interested in the money behind you. But you don't care, right? You were super into me, huh? Your best friend warned you, and you blindly believed in me. You were easy to handle.
You're terrible.
I felt an intense rage bubbling up inside of me, and I was about to raise my voice when...
Minori! Mahoru, why?
Mahoru came rushing into the shop, and Minori's eyes widened.
What? I don't have anything to say to you. You had some nerve tricking me. I thought it was weird that you wouldn't let me meet your parents. When I investigated, you were just some peasant. How dare you?
Don't go near Minori!
Mahoru stands up to the man as if to protect Minori. Her long hair was cut short.
Minori's my treasure! I won't hand her over to a guy like you!
Minori's saying she likes me, so stay out of it. I marry Minori and get her money. Minori gets to marry the guy she's into. Both happy and a happy ending. It's a celebration.
I don't like you anymore. My, nice to meet you. Are you the fiance I heard about?
Oh, the grandma. I'm glad you get it. I'll marry Minori and...
That's a hard-working mouth you've got.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm going to give my precious grandchild to a man like you with a poor heart? You're a spineless boy. Go home. Minori and Mahoru are my precious treasures.
Granny told the man off sharply. Then, the town police came. Musashi no Yama, you're coming with us to the station.
Huh? What? Why me?
We received official complaints from people who've been tricked by you. It isn't just one or two people. I'm sure you know what we're talking about. We'll have you explain yourself at the station. Apparently, it wasn't just Minori that this guy tricked. He was taken away by the police. After that, it was the four of us, Mahoru, Minori, Granny Kinue, and me. Mahoru bowed her head deeply.
Minori! I'm really sorry. Mahoru, I want you to tell me what this is about.
Minori and Mahoru's voices quivered and tears started to fall.
I overheard him talking to someone on the phone. He said he was marrying you to get his hands on this shop and Grammy Kunie's inheritance. I couldn't say anything. Sorry. Because you really liked him. I could stay silent and disappear with him. I'm not smart, so I couldn't think of any other good ways. In the moment, I chose to sacrifice myself. I didn't think you'd follow me to the station. I couldn't go back, and I hurt you even more. I'm sorry, Minori. I failed as a best friend. I wanted to protect them, Minori and Grammy, and this shop.
Mahoru wanted to protect Minori. We learned that she wanted to do something and desperately tried her best.
You dummy! Mahoru, why would you do that? You disappeared. I was really lonely. I was saddest that I lost you. Don't go anywhere, Mahoru. We promised that we'd run the shop together, right? Minori! You don't hate me? I don't hate you because I'm Mahoru's best friend. I want to trust you. Minori!
Mahoru, Minori wore the hair accessory you gave back every day and worked hard.
What? Really? Yeah. I thought if I did that I would see you again.
Minori smiled. Granny Kinue walked toward Mahoru and Minori.
Mahoru-chan, thank you for protecting Minori. I hear you gave back the hair accessory to Minori. I knew you were trying to protect Minori, but I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
We heard that, and we gasped. What Granny told me when I was choosing a hair accessory for Minori. The meaning of gifting a hair accessory. I will protect you. Mahoru thought about that when she returned the hair accessory. We finally realized.
Grandma told me about that before. My grandpa, a long time ago, he gave a hair accessory to Grandma Kunye and told her that.
When Granny Kinue was young. Kinue-san, I want to protect you no matter what, even if I can't be by your side. At the time, class was an important factor in marriage. Granny Kinue, who was rich, and Mahoru's grandpa, who was poor, couldn't marry even if they liked each other. After that, they ended up marrying different people and, generations later, Minori and Mahoru were born.
The man who gave me a hair accessory and said he'd protect me. He and Mahoru are very similar. You are indeed his precious grandchild.
Granny let that out softly, as if she was thinking about Mahoru's grandpa, who had already passed.
Sorry, Mahoru. I thought you were saying you didn't want to be friends anymore. It was hard to understand. Plus, I don't think many people think of that in this day and age.
You got me there, Mahoru-san.
Minori, will you be my best friend again? Of course! Thank you for protecting me, Mahoru. Will you accept this hair accessory again? This time, I want to protect Mahoru. Minor! But I cut my hair. I thought I'd never wear a hair accessory again. You can grow it out slowly. We're gonna be together forever.
My heart was warmed with their friendship. I was relieved when I saw Minori smile happily.
By the way, are you two going out?
Yeah, we are. Mahoru smiled. I always thought you two should get together. We smiled, our cheeks turning red. A few years later, I would hold events with the rail company from time to time. We succeeded in increasing foot traffic and were on the way up. We had more visitors in this town. It was a good system. I suggested we connect the railway to a town with tourist spots. We were headed toward making that a reality thanks to Granny Kinue's monetary support to the rail company. Thank you for your service!
I had a lovely trip, thank you.
Minori and Mahoru and Granny Kinue, and Sarina-san and Tsuyoshi-kun and Granny Yoshie. They all went on a train trip together. They got off the train looking happy. Welcome back, everyone!
Koki, I'm home!
Minori came running to me and jumped onto me.
Hey, Koki, this railway is really amazing. I'm in love with this railway and you who watches over it.
Minori? Thank you. I'm in love too. The local railway runs and carries with it a lot of people's memories. I hear there are a lot of railways that get shut down too. I think about the drama that unfolds in local railways around the country. I hope that from here on, I can make more precious memories in this place. I wonder if Lou will be surprised. Whoops, I guess it was a bit of a creepy first appearance. Don't worry, I'm a normal guy. I'm Toma Fujigaya, 30. I work in an advertising agency. I handle job advertisements. We have dozens of sub-distributors under us. My main job is to support those secondary agents. I don't think Lou would have thought that I would come home a day early. I'm looking forward to seeing her surprised face. I was on a business trip to visit several secondary agencies, but I finished early and returned home a day early. Lou Norikae, will you marry me?
Yes, I'm happy.
Lou is my wife. We met at a drinking party held by a friend when I was 28. Lou is cute and homely. Although she's a bit attached to high-end brands, it is still an acceptable level. After a year of dating, we got married when I was 29 and Lou was 27, and we're still newlyweds. I'll suddenly come into the living room and surprise her. I opened the front door quietly without being noticed. This is... Then there, I found a pair of unfamiliar men's leather shoes that weren't mine.
Oh no, I love it.
No way. I quickly ran to the living room door and opened it as hard as I could.
Huh?
There was a surprising sight there. I saw my wife, Lou, sitting on a sofa and being hugged. Huh? Mr. Uwaki? Moreover, the guy was my boss, Section Chief Uwaki.
Toma, why? I thought you were coming back tomorrow.
I was able to come home a day early. What are you doing?
I see. Well, fine. I was thinking of divorcing you anyway, so it was perfect. Living in poverty is no longer acceptable. Let's get divorced.
Huh? A sudden declaration of divorce from my wife. Instead of surprising her, I was being surprised. I can't keep up with it.
Poverty is a sin, isn't it?
Chief Uwaki, who had been silent, suddenly spoke up.
A man is worth the money he earns after all. Otherwise, even your wife will be taken away like this. That's miserable.
Shin Uwaki, 35 years old. Section Chief Uwaki has been working at our company since he was a new graduate and is my direct boss. However, something about this person's sarcastic tone got to me, and I was never fond of this person. Since when were you with my wife?
I think it started when we met at an event 3 months ago. Just to tell you, Lou told me she wanted my contact info, alright? It's your fault for being cheated. Well, I guess I'll go home today.
You sleep on the sofa. Don't come into the bedroom.
Chief Uwaki said that and left without any signs of remorse, and Lou went to the bedroom. All I could do was stand there for a while, dumbfounded. Yes, thank you for the other day. Thank you for your continued support. Phew. When I woke up this morning, Lou was gone, and there was a stamped divorce paper on the bed in the bedroom. It's not marked as read. She's ignoring me, huh?
What's up? You're sighing.
Chief Uwaki. It's so obvious. He's saying that on purpose.
I'm telling you, it's pointless to sue me or ask me for compensation. You just saw us and there's no evidence. So even if you sue me, there's no point. You could even end up hurting yourself due to defamation.
Before I could make a move, he did. Unfortunately, he has a point.
The world is all about money and power. It's sad to be incompetent, huh?
After that, Uwaki would often harass me in the office when no one else was looking. Lou could not be contacted at all, and her whereabouts were unknown, but she's probably at Uwaki's. I'm kinda tired. It seems that my parents-in-law are also unable to contact Lou. The in-laws offered to pay me alimony. They want me to get divorced and move on with a new, better person. They apologized many times and said they were really sorry. I accepted their feelings and agreed to the divorce and submitted to the government office. I submitted a request to the company to be transferred to a rural area. Fujigaya-san, please wait. Is it true that you're moving to a rural area? One day, when I was about to go out at noon, I was stopped by Kubo, my kohai. Nothing would be possible without you. Things won't work out, not even the secondary agencies. Thank you. However, since I joined the company, I've never been asked about a promotion. I'm sure there are plenty of replacements for me. No, definitely not. Our department mainly interacts with external parties and has little to do with internal affairs. That's why we're just not well understood to be evaluated. Kubo, if anything happens, let me know. If there's anything I can do at that time, I will try to help. Fujigaya-san. A week later, I left for the countryside. It's a nice place. It's not crowded. Today's my first day at work. Even though it's in a rural area, it's not that far from Tokyo. And it's not inconvenient either. So for someone who was born and raised in Tokyo, I immediately fell in love with this place. This is Fujigaya-kun, who has been transferred from the head office. I'm Toma Fujigaya. Look forward to working with you from today. At the branch office, everyone welcomed me with applause, saying, "Welcome." The office has a very bright atmosphere. Fujigaya worked in the agency department at the head office, so this seems to be his first time working in sales. Fujigaya-kun, please work with Kitayama-san for a while and learn a lot from her. She's good at winning people's hearts as a salesperson, so I think you'll learn a lot from her.
Well, I'm embarrassed that the branch manager praises me like that. Nice to meet you, Fujigaya-san. My name is Hiromi Kitayama.
Nice to meet you. Okay, I'll try my best with a fresh start.
I see. So you were born and raised in Tokyo, a city boy.
Yes, I guess so. I was taught the basics all morning, and in the afternoon, I immediately accompanied her to sales. We are visiting a bar where she's a good friend with the owner. Kitayama-san is very frank and easy to talk to, and we hit it off right away.
Hello. Hey there. Oh, who's that?
Whoa! Are you, by any chance, that celebrity who was once famous?
Ah, maybe that's about my younger sister. I'm her older sister, Miru.
Whoa! So she had a sister! I'm a big fan of your sister! Please shake my hands!
Oh, wow. You're a nice guy. I like you. I'm even worried that you might get deceived easily for being too honest. Hey! Miru-ne-san, please don't make fun of a newcomer by lying so naturally.
What? Was that a lie?
Fujigaya-san, this is my good friend, Miru-ne-san, who uses us when she wants to hire someone. She's popular in the local area, so I wanted to introduce her to you.
This is Fujigaya. Thank you for your continued support. After that, thanks to my experience working in the head office, I gradually increased my sales. I also started going to Miru-ne-san's place for drinks with Kitayama-san. I was enjoying living in the countryside. Meanwhile, at the head office... Waki-kun, I have another complaint from a secondary agency. What is it about? They are always contacting me directly because the agency department is not able to deal with them all.
I'm sorry. I thought I asked Kubo to take care of it.
You're Kubo's boss, right? What's the point of having you if you don't understand the situation within the department? Make improvements so that this doesn't happen again in the future.
Yes, understood.
Hey, Chief Uaki, I heard that just now. You were blaming me, right? Wasn't it you who was handling that case?
What's that about? It is true that complaints have come, but I'm not blaming you, Kubo-kun. I need to discuss this properly within my department and report the results. Hey, the requests are piling up. Get to work.
It seems that distortion was gradually coming to surface.
Fujigaya-san, congratulations on your promotion to manager.
Thanks. It's been about a year since I came here. My sales results improved, and I became the manager. Today, Kitayama-san and the regular customers are having a light celebration at Miru-ne-san's bar.
Here, Toma-chan, a bottle for you as a celebration.
Oh, thank you, Miru-ne-san. The reason I was able to come this far was thanks to your introduction of other customers. I'm grateful for that alone already.
It's okay. We have a lot of people come here, and some people are having trouble finding jobs. If I help them find a job through you, they'll come back to my bar. So it's a win-win for everyone, right?
Aw, Mirune-san.
And isn't there someone else who you should be really grateful to? The person who created this friendship?
You're right. Although that person is getting really drunk over there. Oh, I gotta take this. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, Kubo! Long time no talk. What happened? Huh?
What's wrong, Fujigaya-san?
Kitayama-san, curious about my surprise, asks me. Well, it was a call from my kohai at the head office, and he wanted me to come back.
What? Why now?
The agency department seems to be in a state of disarray after I left. According to Kubo, due to a series of mistakes made by the agency department over the past year, it seems that the secondary agencies have been switching over to another primary agency. It looks like the head office manager will be officially contacting the branch offices tomorrow, but hearing what my kohai just said, it's a pretty dire situation.
There's no way you'll return to the head office, right? Hiromin, if Tomo-chan goes away, you will be lonely, hey? Hey! Don't say unnecessary things! Oh, oops. Sorry. My bad.
I put my hand on Kitayama-san's head, who looks worried, and smiled. I have no intention of returning there, but I feel a sense of indebtedness to the kohais I left behind. So I'll just go check it out once. I'll talk to the branch manager tomorrow.
Fujigaya-san.
Although I didn't want to see Waki's face, I was concerned about Kubo and decided to go check on the situation at the head office. Fujigaya-san! Later, when I showed up at the head office for the first time in a year, Kubo was waiting for me at the entrance. And he hugged me while crying out loud. Ever since you left, things have been crazy. Honestly, I'm cursing you for leaving me. I'm sorry. I never expected to become so bad. What happened to Waki? Oh yes, the person we really should be cursing is Waki. That person even blames me for his own mistakes. Moreover, because of his mistakes, more and more secondary agents are leaving us, and the department's sales are plummeting. The general manager started to help out, but it's way too late. I've told him many times to help though. This past year must have been very difficult. Kubo's story won't stop, like a machine gun. And I didn't know that you were divorced. Moreover, it's Waki's fault, right? Huh? I'm surprised. I knew it would become a rumor eventually, but how did you know that? It was crazy. The person who was supposed to be your wife came to the office and she was hysterically asking for Waki. Apparently, after breaking up with you, it seems like Waki was neglecting her and playing around with other women. So everyone's impression of him is at the rock bottom right now. Oh, is that so? I was thinking Lou and Waki must have just gotten married. I'm surprised that something like that was happening. It seems like he had no choice but to live together with her now, but it must have been tough. He's starting to look worn out. You'd be surprised if you saw how he looks like now. Please feel a little refreshed seeing him like that. Let's go! At Kubo's urging, I headed to meet the general manager. Chief Waki?
Fujigaya?
There he was, his suit in tatters, super skinny, and his hair a mess. There was no trace of his previous self, who was always overflowing with confidence.
Why are you here? Did you come here to make fun of my current appearance?
I asked the general manager to bring back Fujigaya-san.
Kubo, you? Why? Huh, I see. You guys are trying to trick me. That's not happening. I became a section chief after so many years. I will never lose to you guys.
Please wait. It's not like we're trying to trick you into anything. Your agency department is having a tough time right now, so we have to somehow rebuild it for the sake of the company.
Shut up! You're just an incompetent bastard. What can you do?
Uaki seems so cornered that he can't see his surroundings. There were a lot of people around us, but he raised his voice anyway. Aren't you the one who knows best that Fujigaya-san is not incompetent? Kubo? I think the general manager will talk directly to Fujigaya-san later, but I'm too angry. So I'll say it first, but Uaki was blaming you for his own mistakes. What? I'm so lost for words. I didn't want to work with Uaki because he kept shifting blames onto me, so I asked the general manager for time to talk. Then, there were a lot of parts where our stories didn't add up, and that's when we found out that Uaki was continuously lying. No way. Our department interacts with external secondary agencies, so we're quite isolated in the company, right? So it's partly the general manager's fault for not knowing anything about our department, but...
Where's the evidence? It's just gonna be a pointless argument.
Even at this point, he never tried to admit his fault. And at that time... That's how it is. It's all my fault, Fujigaya-kun. I am truly sorry. Sir! I don't know where he was listening from, but I guess he could see us from his desk. The general manager appeared in front of us. I regret that I should have listened to your story as well, not just Uaki's. I'm sorry that there were so many things I didn't realize until now. He bows his head silently towards me.
Well then, what is it? Are you saying I was lying?
Regarding that matter, as you said, it will just lead to a pointless argument without evidence. However, isn't it true that since Fujigaya-kun left, the department has fallen into disarray and sales have plummeted? In fact, the secondary agents often asked me, what happened to Fujigaya-san? This is proof of the great trust they have in Fujigaya-kun. We never had any trouble when he was around. Regardless, I've given you many opportunities since Fujigaya-kun left, but looking at your current attitude, I can see that you have no intention of changing yourself.
Huh? Sir?
I am transferring you to another department and getting Fujigaya-kun returned to the agency department.
No way! I will change myself. I'll study more so that I can respond properly.
It was too late. It is true that until the number of secondary agents increased, you were working hard. That's why you got your current title. However, afterwards, you kept blaming your subordinates, not improving yourself. We cannot keep such a person in a managerial position.
Huh? What? That means...
You're going back to a rank-and-file employee. You will start over in another department to train your mind from scratch. It's a shame that you got so conceited.
Oh, no way!
Uaki was dazed and put his hands and feet on the ground. Then, the manager faced me again. I'm sorry I ended up talking to you in a place like this. So, I really want you to come back here. But what do you think? That's right! Fujigaya-san! We need you! Manager, Kubo. I was so upset that I had to put my reply on hold. I promised to come back to talk to them in a week. For now, I went back to the countryside where Kitayama-san and Miru-ne-san were waiting for me. And 1 week later...
Toma!
When I visit the head office again, I run into Lou in front of the company. Lou?
It's been a while, Toma. I heard that you were returning to the head office and wanted to meet you, so I've been waiting for you every day.
Huh? Every day? Whoa, that's amazing. Lou is not this kind of woman. There's no trace of her old cute face anywhere. I can even sense a bit of madness in her.
I really want to start over again with you.
Why? What happened to Waki?
Huh. That guy isn't the chief anymore, right? I heard it all from him. I'm sorry. There was something really wrong with me back then. Please, please forgive me.
I glance at Lou's appearance. Clothes, shoes, and bags. They're all from luxury brands. Unlike Uaki, you look very well dressed.
Yeah? Well, it makes sense considering what he did to me, right? And a guy who can't even buy luxury brand items for their woman is no longer worth it. I've already broken up with him. I realized that what I need is you, Toma.
You've changed, Lou. Even though you've always liked high-end brands, you were still compassionate back then.
What? What are you saying? Even men become happier when their women are beautiful, right? Toma! Thanks for waiting. The convenience store was crowded.
Whether it was good timing or bad, Hiromi showed up while Lou and I were having an argument.
Maybe you two were busy with something?
No, it's okay. It might have been a perfect timing. I grabbed Hiromi's arm and pulled her towards me. She's a very important person to me now, so I will never start over with you. After I returned to the countryside, I told Hiromi and Miru-san everything, including the divorce. At that time, Hiromi got angry for me, and with Miru-san's encouragement, she confessed her feelings to me. So, we ended up dating.
Huh? Seriously? Even though I broke up with Uaki, you're abandoning me?
Did I ask for that? All the decisions up until now were made by you yourself, right? You're an adult now, so take responsibility for your own actions and don't blame others. Well, I hope you can at least live a healthy life. Let's go, Hiromi.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute! Toma! You traitor!
I left Lou, who was screaming behind me, and left with Hiromi. I heard this through a rumor later. After that, Lou couldn't give up her increased standard of living and her addiction to luxury brands, and in the end, she borrowed a lot of money and ended up in hell of debts. When she turned to her parents, they cut ties with her. It seems she's fallen to the rock bottom. Thank you for coming back, Fujigaya-kun. In the end, I guess Uwaki's high pride wouldn't allow his demotion. After that, he resigned voluntarily. I'm visiting the general manager with Hiromi. This is to give him my answer. Thank you. I'll do my best to rebuild the agency department. Really? Thank you so much. Kubo-kun will be happy too. However, please let me set a condition. A condition? Yes. When my heart was shattered in pieces, she saved me. Also, by the local people in that town. So, I want to work in that rural town again. Once I rebuild the agency department, please send me back there. This was something Hiromi and I decided on. Understood. I'll promise you. Thank you very much.
Oh, good! Looks like this will solve everything. General Manager, Toma is really competent. Please give him a huge rating and bonus.
Whoa, Hiromi! This is your first time meeting him, right? Looks like you have found a good partner. What is the difference between adults and children? One thing that comes to mind is whether or not you can take responsibility for yourself. People who are unable to take responsibility for their own actions and blame others are those who have failed to become adults. I want to become an adult who can take responsibility for my own actions and build trust with others. Today is a wedding. Unfortunately, I'm not the star of the show. It's the wedding of my college kohai. I get invited to weddings a lot these days. I'm Jin Okita, 35 years old, single. I'm a doctor. Now that I've turned 35, many of my friends have been getting married these days. Marriage, huh? I had a hint of that too, until a week ago. Well, aside from that, there's something that's very worrisome to me right now. That's because the bride's name is the same as my ex, whom I just broke up with. No way. That can't be right. She dumped me only a week ago. It couldn't be the same person. That's what I thought, but... Oh, you! Why are you here? But there she was, Miki Ukisugi, who was my fiancé until just a few days ago. You... why are you cheating on me?
No way. I was serious with you too, you know. I just chose him for his promising future because you were sent from a university hospital to a smaller hospital. Don't worry, I'll be happy. You hoped for that too, didn't you?
I was dating Miki until a week ago. I'm a doctor and Miki works as a medical assistant, so we only go on a date once a month.
Thanks for your hard work, Jin.
Miki never complained and always had a smile on her face when we met. We don't see each other often, but Miki never complains. That helps me a lot. We had promised to get married. On this day, I was preparing to propose to her again. Mickey, I need to talk to you today. Do you think it's time for us to get married?
I'm sorry, Jin. Let's break up.
Huh? Seeing Miki with tears in her eyes, saying that she feels lonely because we were busy and don't get to spend much time together. I realized that I had made her endure the loneliness all this time. I thought it was my fault.
I loved you, Jin, but I'm sorry.
Miki refused even when I suggest that we can get married and live together. No matter what, she seems too concerned about my busy work schedule. I made up my mind to break up with her. I understand. It's sad. But even if we get married, I'll probably make you feel lonely. Thank you for everything, Mickey. I hope you'll be happy.
Thank you, Jin.
Thus I parted from Mickey, leaving the ring I had prepared in my pocket. It's been a week since then. I never thought this would happen. So you admit you were cheating on me?
It's not cheating. I seriously love both you and him.
That's not what I'm talking about! I raised my voice, and the people at the ceremony started to murmur. No, I can't do this here. If I make a scene here, I'll cause trouble to all kinds of people. Ah, Okita-sensei! Thank you for coming! Kito. Eisuke Kito, my kohai, runs up to me with a carefree smile on his face. He's a very nice guy who looks up to me. Damn, if I tell him the truth now, what should I do? I missed you so much since you went to the regional hospital! Yeah. It's been a long time. I can't let this guy go through hell. She might cheat on him even if they get married. I was about to tell everything to Kito, but... Kito, actually...
Look, Eisuke, we have to go now.
What? Oh yeah, I guess so. Senpai, let's talk again. Have fun! Kito goes back to his seat, and Mickey whispers to me.
Are you sure? Eisuke might collapse from shock if you tell him the truth.
You're the worst! If you're going to get married, don't ever cheat on him. Don't hurt him.
I know.
I don't want to see him get hurt. He's a really good guy. All I have to do is forget about it. Nothing never happened to me. At the reception afterwards, I couldn't get any food down my throat. The day after the hellish wedding, I'm heading to work. I'm so tired. After that, seeing Kito's happy face, I couldn't tell him the truth until the end. I wonder if it would have been better for Kito if I had told him. I don't even know anymore. And most of all, I'm heartbroken over the fact that I myself had been cheated on.
Okita-sensei, good morning.
Oh, Sawayama. Good morning. You in good spirits as always. She's Misora Sawayama. She's a nurse at the hospital I work at. She's dedicated and serious about her work, and on top of that, she's cute and popular with the patients.
I look forward to working with you today too.
Oh hey, are you okay? That sounded really bad.
No, I'm fine. Just shattered my shin a little.
That doesn't sound okay. Sawayama is just a bit, or maybe very, clumsy. Hey, seriously, are you okay? Let me see.
Sorry. Why does shin hurt so much?
It's a weak spot for everybody.
Anyone would cry with this pain.
While palpating her reddened skin, I start explaining in my usual habit. There's almost no muscle or fat around the bone here, so it hurts a lot when you hit it. When the human body moves forward, the calf muscles pull on the Achilles tendon. In other words, the calf muscles are necessary for walking, so the shin muscles are not the priority. Well, that's one of the theories. It makes sense. Anyway, be careful not to hit it. I'm really... What? What's funny?
I'm just glad to see you're the same as usual.
Huh? What do you mean, as usual?
Nothing. Thank you for taking care of me. Also, thank you for even giving me a lesson.
Is it my imagination that I feel like you're kind of making fun of me?
It's just your imagination. I love your lessons.
Sawayama happily heads off to work, She looks happy despite the shin pain. I forgot about my depression and set to work with a smile on my face. And today too, time passed by quickly. Well, that was the last patient of the day. That was another busy day.
Thank you for your hard work, Okita-sensei.
Thank you too. Huh? Come in.
Good work, Dr. Okita.
Ah, Dr. Kagura. Thank you for your hard work. Are you done there too? Her name is Rin Kagura. She's a doctor at this hospital too. She's a beauty, as you can see, and a very competent doctor.
Yes, I'm done. I'd like to talk to you for a bit, if that's okay.
Huh? What is it?
It's about how to get rid of the shadow of death.
Is that medical or fortune telling? If it's the latter, I can't help you.
I'm talking about a medical condition.
Good, that's a relief.
Even you say that? You're just like him.
What's that? Love affair? That's not my area of expertise either.
Enough already. I'm asking for serious advice.
I'm not a specialist in love affairs though.
I told you it's not about that.
I'm getting smacked around. Okay, I'm sorry. Stop hitting me.
Destruction!
Then I seriously answered Kagura's questions. It's a classic, but I think miso soup and pickled plums would be perfect.
I see. I guess I just need to have them eat something nutritious, huh?
And this is just a guess, but we were seriously talking about a medical condition. But I heard a strange sound coming from the side and turned my head to look.
Pa.
Sawayama? What's wrong? You look like a boiled octopus.
No, it's nothing. Please continue.
Huh? No, you don't have to listen to this.
Missing your class is out of the question.
No, it's not a class. Then, Kagura starts laughing as she sees us.
Misora-chan, you're so cute. Don't worry, I won't take your Okita-sensei away from you.
Huh? You're? What do you mean?
Wow, Kagura-sensei. That's a secret.
I had no idea what they were talking about.
Oh my gosh. Kagura-sensei, you are mean.
Oops. You just make me want to tease you.
Hey, Kagura. That sounds like a problem. Both as a person and a doctor.
Oh, I'll go buy coffee for the two of you.
Sawayama leaves the room as if to run away. Kagura, don't tease her. Unlike you, she's a pure girl.
I know. Don't worry, I get along well with the nurses.
Well, it seems so. It's a mystery why I was called to this hospital when you were here.
Well, you're the only good doctor that the director trusts.
I appreciate that, but the director of this hospital is currently on medical leave. That's why I'm pretty much the acting director. Kagura is also a skilled doctor, so she could have done it too, but I guess they're short-handed.
I'm busy with a potential husband who needs a lot of help.
Hey, are you digging at me who just got cheated on?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry for gouging out your wounds.
Yeah. My heart has just been destroyed. I'm starting to worry about Kito again as I remembered about Miki. Hey, Kagura, you and Kito are former classmates, right?
That's right. We only see each other at reunions and such, though.
I see. I couldn't tell him, you know, about his wife. When you see him, please take care of him. If he finds out that his wife was having an affair with me. That's when I was about to say that to Kagura, who knows about the tragic events that happened to me. Sawayama came back and hit her shin in the same place again. Oh hey, Sawayama! Sawayama!
I'm not going to die.
Sawayama's shin died this time. Here, you're alright now.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
Sawayama, who was treated in the same way as in this morning, seemed to be in low spirits.
Okita-sensei, what do you mean, affair?
Ah, I guess you heard me. If that made you upset and hit your shin again, I'm sorry.
No, it's just that I'm a klutz.
Sawayama was depressed, so I decided to tell her as much as I could. Hearing what happened, Sawayama burst into tears. Oh, hey, Sawayama?
That's too much. That's way too much. Okita-sensei is such a wonderful person.
Seeing Sawayama shedding tears for me, it was as if all that had built up inside me was being purified. Oh, thanks Sawayama, for crying for me. I couldn't cry at all. It's like I turned 35 and forgot how to cry. Even though I should have been sad.
If you can't cry, I'll cry a lot for you.
I don't want to make you cry. You're so cute even when you cry, Sawayama. Sawayama crying like a child was so cute that I patted her head and watched her. Half a year has passed since then, and the director has returned to work. Well, I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Welcome back, Sensei. Are you feeling better already? Thanks to you, yes. My wife ran away from me, but my lovely mistress takes care of me. Well, no wonder his wife ran away from him. But he's like a god as a doctor. People are full of wonders. Okita-sensei, about the other day, have you really not changed your mind? No, I've already made up my mind. I see. Okay. But if you say so, I'll support you. Thank you, Director. He's a hopeless man, but as a doctor, I respect him. I was grateful to the director for his willingness to support my decision. And I left work at the same time as Sawayama that day. The director was kind enough to let me go home early today. Sawayama, I'll walk you home.
What? Are you sure? By all means, by all means.
Oh, you have a lot of energy, don't you? Sawayama's eyes sparkled with happiness. We left the hospital together. Whoa, it gets cold at night.
Yes, it does.
The two of us walked side by side, talking about nothing special. There was a reason why I invited Sawayama today. Sawayama, you know, I actually have something to talk about.
A talk? What is it?
The director's back in the office, right? So just as I was about to say something, a voice calling out to me. Ah, isn't that Okita-senpai? How are you? Kito, why are you here? I had a day off today. I had a date with my wife near here. When I looked, I saw Miki hiding awkwardly behind Kito.
Hey, isn't she the director's mistress?
Huh? Mistress? Miki?
Huh? Well, of course not. But I've talked to you before, haven't I? One day at our hospital. Hey, you! Don't talk nonsense.
I was stunned and speechless. I had no idea that the director's mistress was also her. Hey, what is this about, Miki?
Eisuke, it's bullshit, it's a lie. This woman is just saying random things.
I'm sorry, but I find it hard to believe that Sawayama is lying. You, don't forget that I'm here too.
Wait, what in the world?
I finally make up my mind. There's no more reason for me to stay silent. Kito, I'm sorry. There's something I had to tell you. I couldn't tell you because I thought it might hurt you. But I really should have told you sooner.
Hey, stop it, Jin!
I was dating this woman until a week before your wedding, and I was being cheated on too. What? I told him everything with determination. Senpai, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Even though you took care of me, I'm sorry. I must have hurt you. Don't be silly. It's not your fault. Sorry I didn't notice, Kito. Senpai! I thought I was the only one who should apologize, but Kito apologized to me crying, and I felt really sorry. Senpai, you're coming back to our university hospital soon, right? Oh, you knew that, huh?
Wait a minute. I thought you were demoted?
Miki is surprised. Oh, that's right. That's how she thought about my transfer. What are you talking about? He was just temporarily transferred to a local hospital.
What? What the? No way! Jin, won't you start over with me? After all, it has to be you.
Don't say another word. I don't like you even a tiny bit anymore. I can't do this anymore either, Miki. Divorce me.
Wait, Eisuke? Only you are important for me right now. Trust me.
Are you crazy? I'm so disappointed in you. Miki, who had been given up by Kito, approaches me once more. But the one who stopped her was a crying Sawayama. Sawayama, you are crying.
Please, stop it. I won't forgive you if you hurt Okita-sensei anymore.
Sawayama screamed so loudly that people on the street could hear her. I've never heard her so loud before. Sawayama glared at her, but couldn't stop crying. And for some reason, I couldn't stop looking at her.
Okita-sensei taught me so many things, even though I was so clumsy. I took Okita-sensei's classes when I was a student, and I've been watching him ever since then.
You are doing a great job, Sawayama. You're gonna become a great nurse.
He gently patted me on the head saying that, and helped me practice my skills. He was kind and competent. I always loved him. I wanted to see him again someday, and it was like a dream that I could work with him. Okita-sensei loved you, but you didn't face him properly. I can't forgive you. Okita-sensei is someone who deserves to be happy. Get away from him. Don't come near him again. Don't make him sad.
That voice contained so much pain. Miki, overwhelmed by the force of her voice, left the place as if to run away. Sawayama, don't cry anymore. Thank you for crying for me again.
I'm sorry. It's such an unsightly scene. I was trying to hold back, but...
There's nothing to apologize about. I was happy.
Okita-sensei, are you going back to the university hospital?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that tonight. That's why I invited you. It's not the way I intended to tell you, but... I gently hugged Sawayama and pat her on the back until she calmed down. Sawayama's sobbing voice and the vibrations transmitted to my body touched my heart.
I really respect you, Okita-sensei, so... I will always remember you, even after you go back to the university hospital.
Thank you, Sawayama. It was a pleasure working with you. Sawayama, who had been thinking about me for years, had completely healed the wounds in my heart. Oh, Okita-sensei! Oh, Kito? Please don't hate me! Ah! Hey, calm down. I don't hate you.
I'm going to be lonely, Okita-sensei!
Oh, jeez. Sawayama! Oh, I get it.
Okita-sensei, I said I love you.
Huh? Yes. Well, thank you. I've always thought you were a nice girl, too.
What? Always?
Did you think I didn't notice your feeling? I'm not stupid enough to forget a great student like you.
I really love you, Okita-sensei.
From that day on, Sawayama became very forward to me. Then I returned to the university hospital, and 1 year passed.
Okita-sensei!
Sawayama changed her job to the university hospital where I am. By this time, I was completely in love with Sawayama, and now we are lovers. Kito also reported to me that he had found a new lover a short time after his divorce. Step by step, we are working toward happiness. On the other hand, Miki, who caused the commotion, got terrible reputations among doctors in no time. After divorcing Kito, doctors no longer took her seriously and she quit her job. I had no interest in what Miki Ukisugi is doing now. I just hope that nobody else gets cheated on.